What's up guys, WWE Fans Hager here, bringing you guys another Ringside Collectibles unboxing. Today we have the brand new AEW Unrivaled Series 6 AEW figures. Let's get into them right now. Alright, so scooting this over to the side. First figure in the set, we have the brand new MJF in the golden black gear. I have a few nitpicks about this figure I'll get into later in the video. We also have the Sheeta right here with the AEW Women's Championship. Not the updated version, but the older version, but it's still a pretty cool figure. We also have the Rey Fenix in the black and gold gear. I think that's like a common theme in this set, black and gold. We also have the black and yellow Chris Jericho with the AEW World Championship. And then we have the Jake Hager figure right here, the first time in the line, Jake Hager. And then the last figure in the set, which is the one I was looking forward to the most, we have the Pentagon Jr., which looks absolutely awesome. So we're going to get into all of these figures and detailed reviews right here, right now, so stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so we have all the figures out of the packaging. Coming over here to the inner circle side of things, we do have the MJF. He does come with the AEW microphone. Something that kind of bothers me is that his, I don't know if that's plaid or whatever you want to call it. So you have that color, but it also like blends in with his skin. It's supposed to have some red pinstripe stuff throughout it, but it doesn't. But it is what it is. And we do have the tattoo on the side, fist. We also get the ring finger, which is pretty cool that they added that. And then we got the spiky hair, the douchebag look, the arm with the elbow pad, the MJF logo on the trunks on the back, and then that Randy Orton style kind of look for the design of the trunks. We also got the knee pads and the boots right here, which is pretty cool. Yeah, MJF looking pretty sick. This is actually a pretty nice figure. So there's the MJF. He also does come with two of these hands right here. They're not mic holding hands. They're just like the regular generic wrestler hands. So there we have that. We also have the Chris Jericho right here. He does come with the AEW World Championship, which does come off pretty easily. There's the AEW World Championship. And let's compare this one with one of the older ones. Actually, I believe this is the same, but I think the color tones are a little bit different. But I think they updated the strap or something like that from one of the previous ones. So AEW World Title. If you don't have one of those, perfect figure to pick up. This is the gear I believe he wore when he lost the title to Jon Moxley. It does come with the yellow, updated skin tone, screaming face scan, which looks really nice. All the tattoos. I left all the rubber bands on. And then we have the boots and all the great stuff. I do notice that a common trend in these figures is not only that it has black and gold or black and yellow, but they're also kind of loose, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So very cool figure all in all. And then we have the brand new first time in the line, Jake Hager. And this is a very interesting figure. I know a lot of people were kind of not disappointed, but just kind of like very curious to see how this would come out. Just because like the legs kind of look a little strange with the boots and everything, but that's just his ring attire. It looks weird like that. We have the green and the gold and the black coming throughout. And then we have his entrance coat, which does open from the back. Interesting way of doing it. Then we have the torso, which looks like Jake Hager, but they did give him red hair, and I believe he has blonde hair, so I don't know what the heck that's about. But it's okay. Still looks pretty cool. Tattoo on the back, and all in all, pretty nice figure right there. So there's the Jake Hager completing the inner circle now, which I think a lot of people have been looking forward to. So, and I believe the Sammy Guevara also had gold gear, so I think that they're trying to get the gold kind of look for the inner circle, as well as Santana and Ortiz. But here we have the gold and black Pentagon Jr. looking very nice. This is definitely my favorite in the set. Just got all those awesome highlights throughout, and the golds just kind of pop. We have the dragon on each side. Very cool. Different face scan as well for Penta. And he doesn't come with the usual gloves. He comes with wrist tape, which is awesome. But he also comes with one gloved hand, which you could add there. So I assume that when he wore this, he took the glove off or something like that. But I think that's really neat that they gave us the gold gear for Pentagon Jr. We also get the Rey Fenix, which looks very nice as well. All the tattoos look great. Updated, nice skin tone. I feel like the skin tone's a little bit different from the previous one. But we do get cheetah print and his awesome designs all throughout, including his mask, which looks fantastic. A little complaint about this figure is that they gave him two of the same hand. I don't know why. Maybe if you lose one, you get the other. I don't get it. Maybe there's something I'm not noticing, but they look exactly the same to me. So there is Rey Fenix. And then the last figure in the set we have is Sheeta with the AEW Women's World Championship. She has her very interesting and colorful gear. We have the white, the red, the knee pads, double jointed knees, great ankle pivot coming throughout, good ankle movement, double jointed elbows. The one thing I got to give to the AEW women's figures is that they're definitely better than the Mattel ones. They feel like the men's figures where they're like durable. They don't feel like they're going to fall apart. But all in all, very nice figure. You got the AEW women's title. There's the back. Very, very cool. Take the belt off. So here is Sheeta, looking very nice. So very, very cool figure. Overall, an awesome set. This is AEW Unrivaled Series 6. We did just do the unboxing on the Extreme set with the barbed wire and all that stuff. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go check it out. I'm going to rank these figures from least to greatest. Personally, I'm going to go Sheeta at the bottom, not because it's a bad figure, just because she's just like my least favorite wrestler out of this set. But overall, a great figure. If you're a huge fan of Sheeta, she is definitely the best women's champion we've had in AEW yet. So, awesome performer. And if you want this figure, definitely get it. It's probably the most detailed in the set. Got to give her that. Next up, I'm going to give it to the MJF, just because I am personally not a big fan of MJF. I think the figure definitely resembles MJF, and it looks just like him. But I cannot stand the dude or his wrestling or anything like that. But interesting and great looking figure. And then we have the Rey Fenix, and this has some of the coolest detail out of all the figures, especially with all the tattoos coming throughout. It just looks fantastic, but it just didn't make it higher on the list. Next up, I'm going to give it to the Chris Jericho. I think it looks just like Chris Jericho. The only thing holding it down is the loose joints, but I think it's going to vary with your order or whatever figure you get. But overall, great figure. And we have seen a couple other Chris Jerichos in the past too, so that's why it's a little lower. Then I'm going to give it to Jake Hager, just because it's the first time in the line. I think it looks just like him. They got everything right. I think he looks proportionally correct for the most part. The hair could be a little bit more blonde, but the face sculpt totally wipes that clean, and it looks just like him. So overall, great Jake Hager, and he comes with a cloth accessory as well, which is pretty nice. And then the number one spot goes to Pentagon Jr. I was wowed when I first saw this figure, and I'm still wowed. I think it's great. I think the golds just look fantastic, and the way this gear was put together is just amazing. So I definitely recommend picking up all these figures in the set, especially the Pentagon Jr. and the Jake Hager. I think they're fantastic. If you want to complete your inner circle, get the Jake Hager or get the Jericho and the MJF to get that full set of people. Maybe they'll have a Wardlow eventually as well, which would be pretty cool. Overall, great set. Make sure to pick them up at Ringside Collectibles using discount code Tanner to save 10% at checkout. Thanks for watching, guys. WWE Fan Talk Show.